Hey, everybody. So if you are thinking about buying a home, obviously the very first step is getting pre-approved. I know you know that, but I want to go into it a little bit more. I want to be really clear about something as well, that pre-approval does not mean that you're committing to anything. It's just about getting information and kind of building that plan for yourself. Most buyers are a little nervous about this part because they think that it is, super stressful, or that they're going to get pressured into moving forward and buying something right away. And it truly should not be that way. A good pre-approval is simple and straightforward. And here is what kind of actually happens. So first step, we talk. That's it. Just a conversation about goals, your timeline. What are you comfortable spending monthly? Not what a website says that you can afford. I know all those websites are out there, but what actually fits your life. And then we look at your income, your pay stubs, your salary, bonuses. Are you self-employed? Income that applies to you is huge, and we need to uncover that. So this part is about kind of understanding what a lender can use and how consistent it is. The income piece is huge. So next is credit. This is where people mostly get nervous, but this usually not quite as bad as what they think. We look at your score, yes, but more importantly, we look at how your credit is kind of like set up. Like, what are the balances? What's your payment history? Is there anything that can be approved before you buy? So it's really not that bad. The third piece is kind of like the assets part. We review your assets, we review your savings, your down payment. We go over closing costs and reserves. And no, you don't always need 20% down. I know that some people still believe that, but you don't. It's one of the biggest myths out there. It's something that we fight and talk about every single day. So, once we have information, for your credit and your income and your debts, then we can look at, what a payment actually looks like. What are different loan options, monthly payments, like what factors into a monthly payment, taxes, insurance, homeowners association dues, just so there's no surprises later. Like, you don't want to be surprised about what you're going to be paying. So when you get a pre-approval letter, that letter is going to tell you exactly what you're pre-approved for and what your price range should be. So it also makes you a little bit more of a buyer when you do start house hunting. Sellers take pre-approved buyers much more seriously. And another big part that people don't talk about enough is, getting a pre-approval is not just kind of saying yes or no, you're approved. It's about finding the different opportunities. So sometimes we find that we are ready right now, even though we didn't know we were. And sometimes we find out that, with a couple changes to credit or income or debts, that you could be in a lot better space in 3 to 6 months. And sometimes it's getting pre-approved is truly just about giving you some clarity and not having to guess. And clarity is very important when you're buying a home. So if you're thinking about buying this year or even next year, getting pre-approved early is probably one of the smartest things that you can do. You're not locking yourself in. You're not applying for a loan tomorrow. Really, you're just getting educated. You're getting informed. If you have questions and you're not sure about the pre-approval process, or you're not sure that you're even ready, then reach out. Even if buying is a ways away for you, again, the goal really isn't pressure here. It's kind of sounds cheesy, but like, the goal isn't pressure. It's about being prepared. It's about preparation. So being prepared truly makes this process so much more enjoyable for you and everybody involved.